Hey gang, we are back. Beautiful day today. It is Friday and we're riding, obviously. And I got a question for you all. I was looking to upgrade my setup. Now, both my helmet setup and my audio setup. So, what I'm debating on is the Arai Quantum 2, which for me, there's very limited choices on, what my melon can accept and be comfortable for long rides. I unfortunately have a little bit of an obscure head. It is a round head, perfectly round. It is not the traditional oval head. So I am limited to my helmet choices. So I have an Arai Quantum, which is for a round melon like myself. I have the HJC helmet, the CL17, which is currently what I'm using. And Schuberth makes one too, but I'm not looking to spend $1,000 on a helmet, because that's just freaking crazy. So, like I said, I got a round head and very limited choices. Now, I have a CL17. It's about 4 years old. And previous to that, I had a CL16. Now, I'm not saying that I'm unhappy with this. I'm just saying that I'm ready for an upgrade between the long days and the sweat and stuff. It's ready for a change up anyway, and not a lot of choices for melons like myself. So, kind of going down the path of an Arai Quantum. Now, the benefit of the CL17, and I would highly recommend this for people that are just commuting very little or don't mind a little bit of a heavier helmet, is this thing's been great for me. But it's, like I said, with all the sweat and the wear and stuff, it's showing its age, and no matter how much I wash this thing, it's it is what it is. I did get the smaller cheek pads for this. There were cheek pads that you could get to make the interior size a little bit bigger, because not only do I have a big melon, I have big cheeks as well on my face. So so I got the smaller cheek pads, which helped out a lot. And I got the 2XL helmet. Yes, I have a 2XL head. But, like I said, with all the wear and tear, I'm starting to feel like pressure points on top of my noggin. And just looking at a new setup. And the other thing I'm looking at, too, is a new setup for audio. Not necessarily video, because I'm happy with the video, and GoPro hasn't really put out anything that's gonna make me switch from the Sena Prism. And wish they could get this road fixed. Jesus. Looks like they're fixing it, but they're taking forever. Anyway, the Sena Prism allows me to Bluetooth into my SMH10, which I have an SMH10, and Mrs. Large has an SMH10. I bought the dual pack, and it works great. It's fantastic for us to, on dual rides, we get to talk, you guys get to hear. It's great. It's a great setup. Now, I was thinking of getting the new K setup and going with that. So, is it worth it? Or do I go up to the 20? I don't know. I don't know. It's a debate. So I'd like some help from you guys. Like I said, I have currently anyone but Gina. That's an interesting bit more. Currently I have a CL17. It's I forget which graphic it is, but that's kind of unimportant. An HJC CL17, 2XL helmet. My audio and Bluetooth setup is an SMH10, and it links to my wife's setup perfectly because they're matched. And I have the center prism, which, Bluetooths into the SMH10. So if you guys got any suggestions beyond the Arai Quantum, because I'm really leaning that way. I heard good things about it, and there's one little quirk that everybody hates about it, which is the latch on the left-hand side. But I would love to try one on before I spent that kind of money on that bucket, because, you don't want to send these things back and forth. It's not fair to the next person that gets it. So I would love to try one out. I'll probably go down to my local guy, and I think they have it. Which is Razy Motorcycle down in North Kingston. Or I may even go up to Betancourt's or something like that. I don't know. I would go to Max, but all they have is Schuberth and Climb. They have Schuberth, Climb, BMW, of course, and those are all really out of my price range. Not my price range, my budget. It's crazy spending that kind of money. So, looking for some help and some advice on my setup. So if you guys got any help, advice, suggestions, maybe something I haven't seen yet, looking for a round bucket. A round bucket, a 2XL bucket, and something that's in stock. That's the other thing that's kind of like, every time I see one, they're out of stock. Like, alright, whatever. But yeah, if you guys could help me out with that, please leave a comment in the comment section. Suggestion, whatever. So we are going down to Cycle Gear in Warwick, Rhode Island. And I have never been there. I just found out that Cycle Gear is a distributor of Arai helmets, and apparently the only distributor of Arai helmets in Rhode Island and nearby Mass, Connecticut. Where I really wanted to try on the helmet before I buy it. As mentioned in the earlier video, or earlier this video, whichever way I decide to edit it, that I'm kind of leaning towards the Arai Quantum because of my round melon, and size availability. So went on the Arai website and saw what distributors were, and Cycle Gear was one of them. Didn't even realize there was a Cycle Gear down in Warwick. So we're headed down there to try on some helmets and see if anything tickles my temple, so to speak. Meanwhile, it's a lovely day out. Go for a ride. Got the cruise control set. Mrs. Large isn't with me today. She is working. It is Labor Day weekend. That's right. We're going to have 3 really good days of weather, so I plan on riding as much as possible and starting killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm even blowing off yard work. Yeah, I haven't done the yard work, and it kind of needs to be, it's borderline needs to be done, so I really should do it. But like I said, I got 3 good days over the weekend, and we're not going to do it. We're not going to waste it doing yard work. Cycle Gear. Okay, we are here. Alright, so he came out of cycle gear and got the manager involved. Not that there was a problem, he's just a nice guy. Got involved, measured my head, suggested an XL. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay guys, so we got out of cycle gear and the manager helped us out. It's a really cool cat. Cool cat, that's right. And yeah, apparently my head is a XL, not a 2XL. I might disagree a little bit. I don't know if he was pushing for the helmet that he had in stock, but yeah, he was very helpful. And it is between the HJC CL17 for me and the Arai Quantum X. Kind of limited on my head shapes, head sizes, head shapes. So it is what it is. Now we're heading back. It's becoming an increasingly beautiful day. And I wish Mrs. Large was around because I love to ride with her. Riding by yourself, as everybody knows, is kind of like, yeah, it's cool, but it gets boring after a little while. Somebody is smoking a bone, and it's got to be the car in front of me because I've been smelling it for a while now. Not that I know what it smells like. What, me? No way. Certainly not this dude behind, on the side of me. He looks angry. Angry! So, yeah, so I think we've landed steadily on the Quantum X, the Arai Quantum X, and now the only thing is the sizes. He only had one helmet with the Arai Quantum, and he only had one helmet, and he only had one size. Well, he had up to XL. He didn't have the 2X. So, extra bonus out of today's little jaunt is, you know, saying to the guy that the reason why I want to switch is because of, you know, this helmet is too damn loud. And they gave me plugs, and they seem to be working pretty darn good. So yeah, we've gotten off the highway, little back roads on the way home. You know, this little village reminds me of a little village. Reminds me of you know, good old times when, you know, everybody kind of knew each other. And, you know, Mr. Brown was down the road, and, you know, Miss Ryan let you play in part of her yard, and the milk truck still came around as we see a milk truck drive by. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So, gotta make the decision. Gotta end the video here. And as always, big salute to the troops. Thank you for your service. Please recycle, reuse, so we can save this wonderful, beautiful planet. Beautiful weather. Wow, 2 weekends in a row. Holy crap. And peace out.